Here we are in the second video of the Friendly Swiss Round 2. In this video we will see Rhench versus Kallisti, Bandit versus Trev, and Gakko versus Djoosah. Let's start with Rhench versus Kallisti. This battle will be between Water Grass and Fairy Fire. Water having a solid match into Fire, Grass having a weak match into Fire, Fairy having no real direct relationship with the opponent's team. This one could go either way. Rhench was one of the ones who went 6-0 in his first round. Kallisti won 6-2 in a fairly convincing fashion as well. We shall see what these titans do when facing one another. And I'm just so happy to be able to commentate on my own match this time, having made sure that Flairlin is well out of the area.
I can do this on my own.
Right, so that's really nice to think, but you can't comment your own video. Hi, I'm Griff, and Rhench was trying to upload the video, and I decided to, help along his editing a little bit. He's going to be fighting against Kallisti, which will be really funny for me to watch them, have a slap fight. Slowbro comes out first against Heatran, both really good starters. Stealth Rock is a standard start. The Surf is hard and pops the balloon, but just swap out to the Ninetales. Okay, Snow Warning going up, Nasty Plot, okay, setting up, Slowbro setting up. Kind of counter to what Rhench normally wants, and the wall there is going to make doing anything really hard. Sylveon comes in, okay, setting up some more. Still counter to Regenerator, Calm Mind counter setup. That's going to do a lot more to prevent, especially with the wall and the special defense boost. Switching to Toxic Effects, Toxic Effects has the potential to just sweep Rhench's, or Lex's team here, Kallisti's team here. Try that the third time. Because of the Toxic and no real resistance to that over there, plus the ability to naturally heal and regenerate. Recover, case in point. Plus, Poison being super effective against the Fairy type. We're just gonna trade. Looks like we're just trading a little bit. Oh, nope. Here's the swap into the Heatran. The lunge comes in, does nothing besides knock down the defense, but the Wish just heals that right up. Walls down. Magma Storm's not going to do a whole lot into a water type, and Recover's just going to knock that right out. The Trapping's good if you can swap to something quick enough to take advantage of it. Not that Kallisti seems to... Oh, there it is. Got to take it down before the... Never mind, Magma Storm's gone. Calm Mind sets up. The Poison's going to cause a lot of problems here. I don't see a lot of recovery over there on Lex's team, and Rhench definitely has the advantage of time. Super effective. Hopefully you can just clear this out. Enormous. Earth Power versus Recovery. You're whittling him down. Here's hoping. You gotta sacrifice that. You gotta sacrifice that Mon. Otherwise the recovery is just gonna come through. Not taking enough advantage of these swaps on either end. Or right swaps, I suppose. Heatran's gonna set back up the trap and do some damage, but that's a bad move into a water type, especially if you're not gonna swap again. I want to see how these predictions pay out. Probably not particularly well for... Oh, there's the swap. There's the knockoff. That's gonna hurt a lot. The one recovery that Lex really had is now gone. Among Us, okay, Wish. Okay, trying to set up and defend, but protect will mean that Wish does go off and protects against the Sludge Bomb. That would have been super effective, but I don't really see enough damage here. Heatran comes in, okay, maybe. Immune to the Sludge Bomb, can possibly get that. Nope, never mind. There's a swap out. Magma Storm comes down, but is resisted. I don't see a lot of moves that will punch through on Lex's, your Kallisti's team here. This is just kind of frustrating to watch. The Regenerator team's doing what it needs to do, and Kallisti's not counterplaying well. The Toxin's good on the Slowbro, but without anyone else really to set that up, and several Mons immune to it on Rhench's team, I don't see it going well. Oh, Freeze Dry's good. Freeze Dry's good. That could sweep, except the Toxin's going to make it really hard. Man, I'm starting to be nervous for myself here. Toxin's a pain. Okay, Slowbro into Iron Valiant. And then an immediate swap off. Iron Valiant Swords Dances. Okay. Ice Punch is good. Ice Punch is good. And Toxin is so much super effective. You need to go out and sweep out a little bit here, Iron Valiant. Knock off. Good. Close combat will finish. I really just need you to run this down. Don't try to get greedy. Okay, don't... Oh, the Swords Dance times 4 is the wrong move. It's going to cost you this, and that was your last real attempt, I think, there. With someone set up like that, you can punch through before the Regenerator really matters, and there was no chance. And now I think this is just going to be a long and slow death for Kallisti. Especially with 2 Mons already toxined. Oof. I don't see this going well at all. Just stalling and swapping. Stalling and swapping. Set up. But Toxin just doing its damage. Back in the 4th. Yeah, I don't... Okay, Hyper Voice, but... There it is. Power Whip knocks out the Sylveon. Yeah, this is just... painful to watch. As nothing on Rhench's team is dying. Freeze Dry is doing enough, but they're going to lose that damage race. Ninetales. Especially with all the Regenerators and the Toxin taking down. If I remember correctly, Toxin reduces special attack damage, which also is just going to make this even harder for Kallisti to dig themselves out of this hole. Yep, there's the Freeze Drive and the Toxin Death. Okay, Ledge times 1 attack. Flip Turn does weak armor, gets the speed. Okay, as long as you don't try to get greedy, you might be able to do something here. Poltergeist, sure, super effective. Would take away the leftovers even if it wasn't. But that's not going to kill. You need a stab move or a better stab move or a super effective move there to finish that off before you lose there. Yeah, nope. Toxin's just the MVP this match. Regenerator a close second. But the writing was on the wall from the first loss on Kallisti's side. Rhench is just swapping out here at the end. Oh, just gonna BM and let the Toxin kill. Rude. Rhench bot, rude. Well, we saw that one coming. Best of luck in the losers bracket, Kallisti. Rhench takes this one home. Maybe he should comment his own matches, if he's gonna win them like this. Would, sound like ego stroking and maybe make him come off a little worse. I'm sure someone else will take care of the next video for me, though. Laters.
Well, I'm glad to have gotten to finally commentate on one of my own matches. Let's move on to somewhere where I'm a little less biased. Now we'll see Trev's Grass-Water team take on Bandit's Dark Poison team. Poison typing does have some advantage into grass types, but since 2 of Trev's grass types are also part poison, that is going to be mitigated somewhat. Also, Bandit's team not known for its direct offense from its poison types. Mostly its damage comes from 2 of the dark types. So, we shall see precisely how this interaction works out, as Trev is the next to step into Bandit's trap. Bandit starting out with Galarian Moltres, Trev with Gyarados. Gyarados going to put a Waterfall into Toxapex, not the most effective move there, but an Earthquake will be. Toxapex, this one has Poison Spikes, but decides to get out of the way as another Waterfall comes in on Ting Lu. Good read from Trev there. Ting Lu going to eat its Iapapa Berry and throw some Stealth Rocks out to damage Trev when he switches. Same for some Spikes. That's going to be a bit more damage on switch and entry, but Ting Lu pays for it with its life as Gyarados lands another Waterfall into Toxapex that puts out the second set of Toxic Spikes. Light Screen from Toxapex. Well, Gyarados is a physical attacker, so that's not going to matter. Oh, and Trev reads the Baneful Bunker timing with a Dragon Dance. Interesting that he chose to do that this late, but does manage to kill the Toxapex now that he is a bit more boosted. Trev with another waterfall makes the Galarian Moltres berserk, but even still, Bandit misses a hurricane and waterfall takes down the Moltres. Super effective into the Clodsire as well. This isn't a water-absorbed Clodsire, it's an unaware. And Earthquake gonna take down the Galarian Slowking, meaning Zoroark once again the last Pokemon out, but it cannot resist this Gyarados. Trev taking Bandit down in rapid fashion, never once switching out. That Gyarados, despite not being a Moxie Sweeper, still swept Bandit's entire team. 6-0 for Trev, 6-0 for Gyarados. Trev only needed one Pokemon in this match. Well played to him. In our third match of the day, we will see Gakko versus Djoosah. Djoosah had the strongest showing out of all losing efforts in the first round of Swiss, so he is the one to be paired against a winner since we had an odd number of winners thanks to our 11 matches, 22 competitors. So, Djoosah's fighting team will face off into Gakko's Dragons and Ghosts. Another awkward match for Djoosah as we've got some very bulky dragons that are going to be difficult to whittle down and ghosts that are completely immune to his fighting attacks. Djoosah, once again the underdog here, we will see what he is able to do with it. Gakko gonna start off with Dragonite into Djoosah's Buzzwole, and Dual Wing Beat gonna just blow the Buzzwole up. Starts off with a quick kill. Poliwrath gonna swap out for Heracross, not sure about that as the first hit of Dual Wing Beat kills the Heracross. Djoosah already in trouble here. Dual Wing Beat won't quite kill the Poliwrath though, giving it a chance to use its red card. The red card switches the Dragonite out, and Knockoff kills the incoming Gengar, but Garchomp going to avenge the Gengar, kill the Poliwrath. Do like the little bit of tech there from the red card, but things not looking good for Djoosah outside of that as Earthquake takes down Lucario. Dynamic Punch will confuse the Garchomp, but Rough Skin whittling at the Machamp. Earthquake not enough to take it out, but Ceruledge swapped in. Machamp will not be able to land a Dynamic Punch, and Machamp is locked in thanks to it being Choice Banded. Ceruledge, Gakko is just gonna have its Swords Dance while the Machamp can do nothing but Dynamic Punch, not wanting to swap to his Hitmonlee and let the Ceruledge get in an easy free attack. He has instead let the Ceruledge beef itself up to 4 times attack. Hitmonlee turns into a bug, but Shadow Sneak priority with 4 times attack is gonna blow up the Hitmonlee anyway. Djoosah manages some clever tech to kill the Gengar, but only the Gengar, as Gakko victorious 6-1. So our victorious trainers today, Rhench, Trev, and Gakko, congratulations. See you in the next video of Swiss Round 2 for the Friendly.